Chula Vista, National City. Meanwhile, here's that stretch coming inbound from the 8, headed from Lake Murray towards the college area. And then this is the 163. This is just south of the 8. So what you're looking at right now, bottom right of your screen, is the southbound drive as you make your way towards Balboa Park and the Hillcrest neighborhoods, eventually landing on the 5 split. Travel times in really good shape, steady speeds across the board. We're averaging about 10 to 15 minutes on both the 5 and the 805 this morning, coming in from National City and Chula Vista, under 5 minutes right now, full span of the Coronado Bridge. Here's what's happening coming in from the East County, headed west, 3 to 7 minutes on the 94, the 8, as well as the 52. And last but not least, here's what's happening in from the North County, headed southbound, about 10 to 15 minutes for you on the 5, the 15, as well as full span of the 78. All right, it is 6:11. Let's go ahead and pull up those border wait times. Ouch. Looks like a pretty long wait coming in from San Ysidro's port of entry. Over 2 hours for you. A little bit better, not by much, coming inbound from Otay Mesa's port of entry, where we're tracking about an hour and a half wait time. Back to you guys. Let's go ahead and start things off with a live look out of the South Bay. Not a lot to talk about. In fact, we're at full freeway speeds. No major issues nor delays across our major freeways. Always happy to report that. Here's the drive as you make your way northbound towards the 54 connector in from Chula Vista, heading into the city of National City. Meanwhile, this is what it looks like coming inbound from Santee. No major issues nor delays as folks make their way out of Santee, headed towards the summit. And then here's the 5 in both directions coming in from Old Town Avenue as you make your way northbound towards the Mission Bay neighborhood. All right, as I mentioned, a lot of green on the maps indicating that we're at full freeway speeds. Average speeds anywhere between 70 to 75 miles per hour. If you're traveling in from the East County headed west, no major issues nor delays on the 8 or the 52. Same deal coming in from Chula Vista, National City northbound, and full span of the Coronado Bridge in pretty good shape at last check. All right, 10 to 15 right now to get you northbound in from San Ysidro, as well as the 54 highway all the way up to the Point Loma neighborhood. If you're traveling in from the East County headed west, 3 to 7 minutes at last check. And then here's what it looks like coming in from the North County as you make your way southbound, about 11 to 15 minute ride. Eric?
All right, come up here.
Groomed and they get the hair trimmed and you can see the eyes. You're like, is this the same dog?
I feel like they enjoy that too.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
Able to see a little better.
So cute. And I love that his humans are named, what, Dan and Sam? Love that. Love that. 6:49 is the time. All right. I wish I had better news for folks heading out of the South Bay, but unfortunately I do not. We're tracking a crash that's slowing things down in a pretty big way on the 805. So if you're just tuning in and use the 805 freeway headed northbound, towards National City, you want to pack your patience more than you usually do. I have sat in that traffic and it is brutal. I get it. I feel it. So it's right at Division where we're tapping the brakes heavily, and it looks like this crash is blocking the carpool lane in Lincoln Park. So this is on the 805 North, right after Market Street. Coming up in the 7 o'clock hour, we'll take a look. So it's typically, this is one of our slowest pockets of the day. And right now you can expect additional slowing because of that incident. The carpool lane reportedly still blocked. And as I mentioned, it's right after Market Street. We're also tracking another crash. This one just popped up on the CAT. It's on the 805 right where it intersects with the 163. So as you make your way towards the Claremont and Kearney Mesa area, this could set you back a little bit as you head up the hill coming in from Mission Valley. Let's go ahead and pull up some of those travel times. Again, the 805 drive is going to continue to build as long as that crash is active at Market. Right now, 5 minutes, full span of the Coronado Bridge, under 15 on the 5 inbound from the 54. Back to you guys. Valley. Actually, this is near the drive as you head north towards that 8 connector. I want to put all your attention on the 805 coming in from the South Bay because that's where we're tracking the most slowing, and this is all due to a crash right after Market. So let's go ahead and take you there. You can see all of that orange indicating again, congestion. The carpool lane still blocked on the 805 North after Market Street, causing a lot of stop and go all the way back to about 43rd. We're also tracking another hazard. It looks like there's some sort of debris blocking the center lane. This is in the Golden Hill area. May set you back a little bit if you're making your way onto the 94 somehow, maybe from Lemon Grove or from the 805. And then on the 805 near the Kearney Villa neighborhood, just as you make your way towards Claremont and Kearney Mesa, on the 805 right before you get to the 163, where we're tracking another crash in the center divide, and that's slowing things down. So you can see you're tapping the brakes as you make your way up the hill coming in from Mission Valley. All right, let's go ahead and pull up some of those travel times and see what you're having to deal with. 15 to 20 minutes right now headed northbound on the 5 and the 805. Here's what's happening as you make your way in from the East County headed west. I mean, take a look at that. We had reports of an earlier car fire on the 52 right near Mass, and that's likely going to slow things down additionally. This is typically a 7-minute drive, now close to 30 minutes to get you inbound from Santee this morning. Netta?
Vanessa,
A couple of crashes, and they both happen to be on the 805. So we have one closer to the South Bay currently blocking the carpool lane. This is on the 805 north right at Market. So this is going to slow things down as you make your way through National City. Then we have another one. This one is backing things up to Mesa College Drive as you approach the 163 connector on the 805 coming in from Mission Valley. So back-to-back crashes. The slowing isn't too bad. It could be worse. This is the 805 right where it intersects with the 163. Not too bad there. Travel times right now anywhere between 15 to 20 on the 5 and the 805. So here's that drive as you make your way up the hill coming from Mission Valley where the 8 and the 805 meet. Let's go ahead and switch gears and see what's happening on the 5. This is in both directions right at Old Town Avenue as you make your way toward the 8 connector. And then here is the drive. Unfortunately, we are still seeing a very big slowdown on the 805. The crash that we were tracking at Market has since cleared, but unfortunately the slowing has not. And again, this is typically one of the slowest pockets across the region for this time of day. So I don't expect anything less. Right now, about 15 to 30 mile per hour speeds on the 5 and the 805. If you're traveling towards the city of Coronado, about 35 mile per hour speeds there. I will say I'm tracking a lot of unusual slowing coming in from the Santee area. Stop and go from the 125 all the way towards the 15. So if you're traveling in from Santee, I wish I had better news for you, but it's looking like a parking lot. This is typically a 7-minute drive. Right now, close to 40 minutes on the 52 West, traveling inbound from Santee, headed towards Tierra Santa. So leave time for travel. Maybe you opt for the 67 South, get onto the 8 as an alternate route, especially if you have to be somewhere on time this morning. Back to you guys. As you make your way on the 52 West headed towards Mass, and it's stop and go all the way towards the 15. We had an earlier car fire, reports of a car fire, and that could be contributing to some of the slowing that we're tracking. But as we take a look at some of your travel times, again, this is typically a 7-minute drive, and now it's about 20 minutes to get you inbound from Santee headed towards Tierra Santa. Out of Old Town Avenue, headed towards Mission Bay. And then this is the 15. Things are starting to slow down right up Poway Road as you make your way southbound this morning. Look out for a stalled car. This may slow things down at the center divide in Miramar and the 163 northbound right at the 15. Travel times right now shaping up fairly nice with the exception of the 52 West in from the 125. Still about a 20-minute ride with average speeds around 25 miles per hour. Back to you guys.
Okay.
I'll say that.
Monday.
Yeah, it looks like Monday light
Okay.
For the most part. 805, this is just south of the 163. This is what I'm showing you right now. So that drive as you make your way in from the Mission Valley area. This is the 5 in both directions coming in from Old Town Avenue. As you make your way northbound, you can see the coaster going by there. And this is the 15 in both directions right at Poway Road. That's a southbound drive as you leave Poway, headed towards the Miramar and Mira Mesa area. All right, look out for a crash. This is at Governor Drive, 805 North. It may set you back a little bit at the bottom of the Golden Triangle. As we pull up travel times, we're still tracking a little bit of a bump in congestion on the 52 West coming inbound from the 125 to the 15, 5 to 10 minutes on the 94 and the 8. Back to you guys. South of the 163 where things are flowing pretty nice. Again, fairly light for a Monday. Same deal in the 5 in both directions coming in from Old Town Avenue as you make your way up towards the Bay Park in Mission Bay area. And this is the 15 in both directions right at Poway Road. That's at Southbound Drive as you leave Poway, headed towards Miramar and Mira Mesa. All right, look out for a crash. This is slowing things down right at Governor Drive, and this is coming in from University City, headed northbound, middle of the Golden Triangle. towards National City. And then this is the 8 in both directions. Coming at your screen is the drive westbound as you exit the College area, eventually heading towards that 15 connector. And then this is the 15 in both directions in the North County, right at Villa Rancho. So that's the drive southbound as you make your way in from Escondido. All right, we have a few crashes that you should know about. A crash reportedly has been cleared in Carlsbad on the 5 South right before La Costa Avenue, but unfortunately the slowing has not cleared quite yet. It's still pretty backed up all the way to Poinsettia Lane. Speeds through that pocket about 15 miles per hour or so. We're tracking another crash, this one on the right shoulder in the City Heights neighborhood, and this is on the 15 South at University. And then we have another crash on the right shoulder, this one in La Mesa on the 8 West right before you hit Fletcher Parkway, slowing things down all the way to about Spring Street. So pretty busy out there, but travel time still not looking too bad. About a 7-minute ride full span from College Avenue to the 805, about 10 minutes on the 52 West inbound from the 125, and under 10 on the 94 in from the 125 to downtown. Here's a quick look at travel times and speeds coming in from the South Bay. Netta.
Thank you. At 10:30, we have Brewing Local.
Yes.
Barley and Sword will be coming in. They have an interesting background of old world theme, so we'll explain what that is.
I like that.
Yeah.
All right. Cheers to that. Thanks for joining us on this Monday, everyone.
Have a great day.